Hello? Hello? We're here. Sorry. We're live. Hi. Um, is there actually sound? Where's the desktop audio? Oh, I know why. Because it's going through the quest? Let's see. Sec here. Whoa! My goodness. I hear myself too. Whoa. Okay. Let's pop out this chat too. Gonna get YouTube up. Okay. Put that there. And then we need Boost World. Yeah, I got 3 chats up. All 3 chats. We're live. Are we live? Did I start it on Twitch? No, I didn't. Twitch start. There we go. Then we'll drop the nodie. Hello. 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 Welcome. Welcome to today's stream. Yes. Did you know that this is just one guy? I mean, I think he makes his music, like he programs it, but he's great at it. Does his own vocals, and his name is Big Chocolate. Well, probably a nickname, but he's known as Big Chocolate. Good old Big Chocolate. Word. So, yeah. So, oh, just making sure this headset cord will go over there so it isn't super tangled, which it is right now. Good times. Just caught on a random DVI cable. Don't even have DVI plugged in anymore. Oops. There we go. We're free. Let's see, now we gotta choose a new song. Nope. Nope. We need a good, like, vibe playlist or something. I'll just do a song radio of this one. This'll be okay for now. There's no way that they can go, like, over the top with this, and this is just, like, chill. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, what? Oh gosh. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I lost all the chat windows there for a sec. Okay, so, hi. Alright, we're at the desk. Today, we're painting these bad boys. We might gotta fix them up a little. So, yeah, look at that. Look at that gap. So, I guess we'll see what we can do. I make no promises. There's a pretty big gap on another one. So even if they're just like painted cool rather than what they are, I think that'll be sufficient. But we'll try. We'll try. So, yeah. Cool. So, let's just look at them a little bit before do anything. I'm just gonna get a good focus on. There we go. So yeah, these guys are sick. I really love the Flesh Hounds. These are, I don't think they're like a recent model, but they're definitely like more recent than the you know, the metal ones, that's for sure. I've heard that they've been notorious for the gap, so it makes sense. Like, look at that. That's just part of the kit. That's horrendous. So wonder if we can kind of like, yeah, you could. That kind of gap in this kind of thing is like, I normally use, I'm a big Crazy Glue fan. But yeah, no, this is like with the situation where I'd use like the polystyrene glue or whatever. Like, what is this gap? How? It looks like it's solid too. Like, this is glued well here. That's very secure. And then whatever's going on with this here. So, yeah, I bet you if we painted it, it would look fine. So I'll try and use a little bit of that stuff that I have, the fill, but it's not the best. And also, I guess, yeah, there's a pretty gross mold line there. I used to not clean off mold lines, but now I do. But I guess in this one, it's like, you know, the suspension of belief has already been, yeah, been unsuspended. I don't know. So, which one is like the bat? Okay, this one's got to be the boss. This is the boss, because there's a boss one. So yeah, it's this one. Cool. It looks like they just use like the Mephiston Red spray primer. These models look like they've been used pretty well. So this stuff is pretty tricky to get off. It's really not that, like, I think these models really aren't that detailed, so we honestly don't really need to worry about like that. So I'll probably honestly just, yeah, I won't even prime them again. That should be enough to work off of, but I will look at that in there. Oof. But I mean, I've done that. I can't judge. There's like a whole bunch of white in there. So, but yeah, the likelihood of, I don't know how they glued these together, so I don't think there's any getting them apart. So just by the looks of things, I think they did maybe use the polystyrene glue. I don't know, because that looks like they pushed it, and there's a little bit of kind of like of a lip on either side. Like you would think, like, you know, them squishing together. So I understand. I get it. It's hard to line these things up sometimes. So cool. Well, I guess we'll start with the hardest thing first. The thing that seems like it would be the most daunting, and that would be filling the cracks. I just don't. I need to get a better. I got like some of this green stuff world tube, but it like plugged up really easily. So it was good until it wasn't. Pretty much describes 75% of my experience with Green Stuff World. Actually, no, I can't say that because I would probably need some other categories to describe my experience with their products. Some of their products, amazing. Other of their products, absolute trash. I mean, a lot of companies in this kind of hobby crap do that, especially the ones that just put their name on stuff. So yeah, it's plugged up. I don't have anything long enough and skinny enough to stick in there. So, at least that I see currently. If I had like a needle, wonder how, yeah, this thing is, oh no. I was worried about this. So, yeah, that's rough. I wonder if we'll be able to get in there. I'll try and get at it a little bit. We won't try too hard. And if we can't, then I guess we have our answer on how deep I'm gonna go into like fixing up those cracks, because I don't have sprue goo. So yeah. Ooh, is this actually? Can you go down there? Oh wow, this one's kind of gross. We should get a new blade. Actually, a doll one may be better in a way. You know, some people say doll blades are more dangerous. I get it, but I'm not using the blade side of it, so joke's on you. Oh, let's see, paint here or scrape here. Can't really see it. I'll be quick about it. We're just kind of scraping off mold lines really quick. Just so you gotta get under there. You gotta get in there, under there. I wonder if, you know, I've kind of done it before. You can fill the gap. Like, I mean, so long as something takes up space, it can fill a gap, you know? Yeah, you can kind of use, like, texture paint, too. Wow, this guy's head is just, like, there's such a... But shadows might also help, because these are a little bright. That's not how bright these are going to be. I'm basically going to paint them a dark brown. So I guess I'll finish scraping them, and we'll kind of figure it out, or cleaning the mold line. So is this on camera? Cool. Cool. Is the stream live, by the way? Did I start the stream? I sure hope so. I think I did. Okay, it is streaming. Cool. Alright, just making sure. Just that one thought that you're just like, oh, did I forget to start streaming? Did I unmute myself? Sorry if there's mouth sounds. I had to get water, and I tried to mute while I was drinking water quickly. Don't hate. If there's no mouth sounds, then completely disregard everything I just said. Thank you. So, okay. Let's try. Oh my god. This stuff is like hard gum. There's so much in here, too. That's the worst part. It's the worst part. Terrible. If only we could break through. Because this is now basically fused to here. So if anybody has any ideas, maybe I should call green stuff world. I don't know Spanish, so made in UE. Well, I guess we'll just move on. So I'm gonna move this just a little bit. That's better. Okay. For the look that I'm going for, I already know what I'm doing. I don't know if texture paint would be a good idea, because I don't want them to be like, I mean, texture, yeah, of course it takes up a lot of space, but it has like a grit to it. If there was like a smoothness and it was like quite viscous, you know. I guess I should make sprue goo or something. I have like an empty, like almost empty container of airbrush cleaner. Cleaner. Yeah, so that I think you can use, which would basically just make the plastic like goo. And then you could like put it in cracks. Sprue goo. Yeah, that would be a wise idea. But you know how that stuff goes. It's like you're like, okay, this is a solution to that problem. Yeah, little did they tell you that the solution to that problem was a new skill. A new thing that you had to learn that you probably wouldn't get right the first time. Don't get discouraged. Okay, cool. That looks... Oh, yeah, there's a little one here. Interesting models, though. These would have been pretty easy to build. So, you know, the worst thing is like, maybe I just messed it up, but like I couldn't take these guys, but I think it might have been because I didn't have like, you can't take these guys instead of something. You can take them in addition to, is I think what the rule more so was. So, yeah. Though 10th edition is a lot more forgiving in terms of its list composition compared to 9th edition. You know, there's still some requirements, I think. I don't know. I hope. And if it means that I just kind of wound up with more demons that'll basically apparently Games Workshop absolutely hates, then so be it. So, yeah. Because there's been like a weird thing with their demons as of late, it seems. Like, does Games Workshop hate demons in Warhammer 40k? Which is kind of ridiculous to me because the warp is such a huge aspect of it. I get like demons are kind of like more like they skew a bit more Sigmar than 40k. But, you know, I think there still are like the universal kind of like forms in a way. You know, like carcinogenate, blah 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 blah, whatever that word is, carcinogenization, where everything becomes crab. Everything becomes crab. Everything becomes, you know, demon form. So it's just like, yeah, that's just how it is, you know. I don't know. I'll show them. It's my stream. Why am I saying that? That would be terrible. Okay. I'm gonna set this off to the side so I remember that it's done. I wonder if I could find something long and skinny enough to fit in there. I know I have like some things for cleaning airbrush. Let's see. But, you know, it's a little like narrow. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely need a new airbrush cleaning kit because my file is pooched. I don't know what the heck happened to it, but it's all like super bent. So cleaning nozzles is a bit tricky now. But they're like so inexpensive. You can literally get them for like, I think under $10 from Amazon due to them just basically being mass produced in China. So it's like what's good for nail salons is good for hobbyists. Just saying. Also, I don't know if this is really gonna work. You push it in, but are you really just kind of gophering it? You know? You know, I push this back in, but is that gonna help? Like, is it just gonna plug right back up? Was that was probably a terrible analogy. I'm sorry for that. It's okay if you unfollow me after that. Will it work? Is it? Are we getting juice? Give us the stuff. Is it working? No, it's not working. Oh, we need to go deeper. That needle isn't long enough. This is the perfect stuff for the job, in a way. Aside from it basically, like anything like this, if you're awful with it or not careful, you can seal it closed. One sec. I'm gonna see if I can find those long pokey ass things. One sec. It's on like a key ring. There's the ones with the brushes. And here we go. Hopefully this will work. I definitely don't use... I have multiples of these, so if I look like I'm using this for what it shouldn't be used for, well, that's exactly what I'm doing, because I have a good one for doing the actual job. So, let's see. Whoa! Right in there. Look at that. The dipstick test. Come on, give us Phil. Oh! We have Phil. You gotta be careful with this stuff, though. It kind of like has a mind of its own. Like once you start it, it just keeps popping out. Hello, Goku Black Souls. How are you today? How are you today? Okay, make sure I have the. Oh yeah, see, it's just coming out on its own now. It has plans. Oh shit. Oh god, this is gonna look terrible. We'll clean it up with a knife. Have patience. Well, we'll try our best to clean it up with the knife. There we go. Look at that. No more crack. Oh, it's gonna keep coming out though. I'd rather it keep coming out though than it not at all and have to go through that again, I guess. You're good? It's been a while? Has it been a while? It's been a while. It has been a while. I'm sorry that it's been a while. What is this music though? You think if I just kind of like goop it in there and then stuff it down with the knife, it'll work? How you been as of late, dude? Ooh, that's a bit messy. It'll be fine. I know it looks terrible, but we're gonna paint it all a different color, so it'll be good. But that's great that that's moving along again. I'm gonna get a little bit of a different. You want a different news? Same vibe though. If you had a different name and I had to guess who you were, I would say that you are Midas. King Midas, maybe? Maybe? That's the vibe I'm getting from your words? Yeah, see. I knew what's up, man. I knew what's up. I knew what's up. I just, yeah. I knew the vibe. Yeah. Yeah, well, good to see you. Hope all is well. Just getting a toothpick here. Because that'll be, it's a bit wider than and still pokey. So it'll be perfect for this. And then it'll be rescued. What have you been gaming? You still VR gaming? Yeah? I'm still VR gaming. I tried, ooh, it's tricky. It doesn't seem to come out as well. Ugh. Is it plugged again? I don't want to like squeeze it too hard. Yappa. Ugh. It'll be fine. Once it's hardened, then we can kind of like scrape it and kind of just keep it like nice and in line with the rest of the model. So we're just trying to get it, well, trying my best to get it in this crack. At least just get it on there. And failing miserably. Still VR gaming. A game that has no release date yet. It's probably the same game that I'm excited about that has no release date. Is it Into the Radius 2? Because if it's Into the Radius 2, yep. No, it's not? Oh, what is it? Also, I need to fix that. Twitch chat is just a little cut off. I saw that you said nope. It's just, it was tricky for me. Well, that's way better. Oh, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Oh my goodness. That sounds intense. A VR Dragon Ball game? Have you played any like flying games in VR yet? Oh. Yeah, it's like, because it's kind of, I guess it's kind of sat. It doesn't really like act the same, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be acting the same. But I don't care, so long as it's just getting in there. It's not. It's. Oh, it's not even VR. Oh, is it just like the new Dragon Ball Z fighting game? I see. Not that that's a bad thing. The fighting games are cool. I haven't really played. I did wanna like. I think I did play a little bit of the Fighter Z, which was pretty rad. I didn't play like Xenoverse much. Oh, this is rough. Just kind of keep it smooth. There. Let's go like that. It'll look much better once it's painted. You'll hardly even notice. Or will you? Maybe you will. Just gotta clean it up a bit. Saxophone? So just scraping it off now. You make a mess, get it in there, and then you have to clean it up. So yeah, I'm just basically scraping it off of the surface of the other shit, so all I wanted to do was fill the crack. It is filled. I just want one of the next upcoming Goku buy because we've. Oh, really? Is part of Fused Zamasu? I haven't watched Dragon Ball or anything like that in such a long time. I used to be into it when I was younger, but yeah, it's been a hot minute. I know it's probably better now because they probably get to the point, or maybe they don't. I don't know. So, when I watched Dragon Ball Z, I think it was kind of like the meme then that it would just take like 12 weeks for like something to happen, like a fight to be finished. Not that I'm criticizing it because I loved it, you know, obviously. But yeah. Really? This is not ideal. I want to spend the entire stream fighting with this thing. Let's see. Just get. That's maybe too much. Boop. Boop. Just trying to get it in the nose crack. Just get it in there. Try and rub it off the best you can, Kappa. Look at that. No more nose crack. But there's still a bit of a nose crack on top. So, you just get a little bit more out of this. Ugh. So, toothpaste from hell. Dragon Ball Super does that as well. I'm gonna have a fight with your PlayStation in a minute. I wouldn't advise that. Don't be nice to it. You know. Yeah, fighting games are fun though. I enjoy fighting games. What VR game are you downloading? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so that one. Rack filled. Mission accomplished. Somehow. We persevered. Oh no, look at this shit. What the fuck happened here? There's like a big, you can see it. I don't know if you can. There's like, well, look inside, like there's like a, there's the gap, and then there's something in between it. Sayu VR? What is that like? I was playing, I was playing War Thunder in VR this morning. It was interesting. It was a lot more fun than I thought, but the UI is annoying as hell in that game. Like, it's awful. So, I mean, it was obviously not designed with VR in mind. And it's great that it has VR support. But at the same time, ooh. And it kind of made me sick this morning, too. But that was just because I had a joystick, and for some reason, like, you know how if like you sit on a controller, when you turn a console on, it'll just be like the analog stick will keep holding in one direction. Well, it was like that with the joystick, so it was acting like, well, I was just death spiraling while trying to figure out the controls in VR or buy them. It's like QVR and Minecraft in VR, but more realistic and better. Really? Is it like a... and it's on PlayStation? Interesting. I've wanted to play, like, I always thought that'd be super rad in a way, to be able to play like a building kind of crafting survival game in VR. You know, there's Green Hell, but that's like meh. You know, Voxel would be really cool. I did mod 7 Days to Die to play it in VR, but I immediately stopped playing when I got to like vehicles, because that is the part of the modding that is not perfect, and it made me so nauseous. So I'm gonna change the music. One sec. This isn't bad, but like it's not really what I want to listen to anymore. Sorry. Let's see. Song. It's on PlayStation VR too. Huh, I wonder if it's on PC. I'll have to take a look. So I'll have to take a look. There's some really cool stuff. There's like a Resident Evil thing. I think it's Resident Evil 4 or something. You can play it in VR, but you can't do it on PC. I forget what it is. Or there's some kind of Resident Evil that has like a VR remake, and it looks way cooler than it does on PC. And I think we just basically have like the ported, like old school version, and then PlayStation has like the jacked up version where it's like, yeah, we did the remake and you can play it in VR. So, because that to me, I was having a lot of fun with Resident Evil 4, but at the same time, it's also like, it's great and it was immersive, and I've played it a million times, like the old version. So, you know, having an HD remake would have just been so much cooler in a way, I guess. So, but I'm grateful for it. You know, it's on the Quest standalone, so my Quest can just play it all by itself. It doesn't need like a console, which is cool. If you ever wanted to like just go, you know, play Resident Evil 4 in like a field. So, but that would be kind of neat to be able to play like VR in like a big open field kind of thing. Augmented reality. That's such a big crack. Kappa. Did it dry again? I think it did. This stuff is fun in that regard. That's for sure. I don't know if I want to listen to this either. I remember when I wasn't multi-streaming, or YouTube is the problem, because not that it's a problem, I don't mind YouTube, but yeah, when I couldn't get in trouble for streaming free movies from YouTube on Twitch. Well, I probably could, but it didn't happen automatically or anything. Oh my god. I'm butchering this. Oh god! Everything's falling apart. Oh boy. There we go. Back on track. Oof. See if I can still get some. I want some of that detail though. I don't want the filler in his little like throat dippies. It's a little like it's I don't know. I don't know what to call that. Whatever it is. There we go. Ooh, that's rough. Maybe this stuff isn't as ideal as I thought. I don't know. Or there's just a trick to it. It not drying up quickly would be one. That's more of a me thing, I think, because of how I manage this. But I also think that, like, you know, some tips and tops and applicators, well, they're not equal. Let's just say that. You know, not all products are equal in their, you know, container. Oop. There you go. Happy little flesh hound. Look at that. We probably want more there though. It's a little bit of a dippy. We don't want that much of a dippy. Just want nub. We just want nub. I don't know, like rib? Is that would be the term for this kind of like whatever this thing is? A wing? Ooh, wait, now we definitely need to get more in there. It's like looking worse and worse because like the dip kind of worked. So we definitely need to make it like whole now. Ooh, there we go. Let's see. Boom. Very nice. Ooh, look at that mold line. We should clear that off really quick. What? I just saw like sand colors stuff and I'm like, there's no way. Like, oh yeah, it was just shit that was stuck to the other side of the blade. So let's see if we can up this little bit on the tail too. Some sprue. Maybe just a little bit there, because it is kind of like bumpy. I don't know. That'll probably look okay. Nobody will like stare at that for too long. Get that out of that tooth. Definitely don't need that in there. Cool. Alright. I guess if we can get a little bit in there and then in the collar thing. Okay. So let's see. Boop. Oh gosh, it's yet go on there too well. It's kind of like come on. This stuff is definitely I left it out or something, or it being like dried up on the tip, or I don't know, it got exposed. Oh, that's a good amount of it though. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Okay, whew. Ask and you shall receive. Interesting music. I mean, I like Black Sun, and I put it on Black Sun radio. So we'll see. And this definitely sounds like that, but not them. Same genre. Oh. Oh god, what a mess. Get a little bit in there. Oh wow, yeah, see, it's just gushing out now. It's actually pretty cool, this music. At first I was like a little adverse to it, because I wasn't familiar with it, but if you don't fight it... Oh, it's over. Didn't I have, oh yeah, I was trying to... There's still a little bit of a bump gap in his head. Boop boop. We're definitely gonna paint, I promise. We're painting soon. It's near. This is just all part of the process, so... And I am not good at what I do. Yo! How much I pay for the hounds? Yo! What's up, Seraphim? I'm gonna just say Seraph. Sans Seraph. I paid 30 bucks. Pretty good. Pretty good for them. They just need a little bit of love. So, and that's what we're doing before I paint them. I saw that they had gaps, and I wondered how I could fix. So, just using this interesting Green Stuff World crack fill product. So, Green Stuff World. Oops. And I also have crack hands while trying to crack fill. So, some days are shakier than others. Yeah. How you doing, man? Oh, look at this glob. Oh my glob. I'm on Lisa's level in Hit and Run. Can you provide me with the last collection card location? I can ask ChatGPT if you want. I'll do it. Don't make me do it. I'll literally ask ChatGPT that very question. Where the hell is my cell phone? Half the time I don't even know where the damn thing is anyways, so... Somewhere. Ravi, do you know where it is? He's asleep. Oh, there it is. That's why you should get, like... That's why getting a black phone case isn't the best idea. One sec here. I'm gonna ask. Hey, ChatGPT. I'm on Lisa's level in Simpsons Hit and Run. Can you provide me with the last location of the collection card in the level? Said that wrong. I kind of fumbled it. I can't hear what it's saying. I need to look at what it said is in Lisa's level in Simpsons Hit and Run. The final collector card, Soy Pop, can be found on the bridge near Camp Krusty. This location is slightly challenging, so be sure to look carefully as you navigate the area. Does that help? ChatGPT is the new GameFAQs. This stuff's still coming out. Do I need to fill anything else here? I really want to just paint. I think I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's painting time. Okay, it's painting time. I need to find the cap for this though, because it just keeps coming out. Just thank you, Cat GP. Cat Pete. Cat something. Where's the lid for this thing, man? It's just shooting out. You know what? I'm just gonna like... I'm gonna like somehow like we'll just go like this. Just put it up against something so it can't come out anymore. Oh, there's the cap. Okay. I was gonna say it's gonna make it like seal itself. Cool. We found the lid. Don't guys get all crazy with that. Alright, I'm excited about this paint job. I actually, as funny as this sounds, ChatGPT came up with this idea for the paint job. Because I took a picture of my desk just to test it. And I was like, I took a picture of my desk and I was like, hey, ChatGPT, what do you think I do on my desk? Like, what do you think I use my desk for? And they're like, you paint miniatures and stuff. And it was like, you got a lot of stuff. And it was like, oh yeah, cool. And then they're like, what are you working on? And I was just like, you know, I'm gonna try rescuing these flesh hounds. And they're like, oh, are you gonna paint it in the traditional red and gold? And I was like, yeah, but do you have any other ideas? And then they gave me ideas, and then one of their ideas, well, is gonna be what we're gonna do today. So they're not going to be red. They're gonna be like a bone color, I think. We're gonna go bone color, because that's fun. I think that would be cool. I don't want to do something red, and I still think bone and then lots of blood. The blood would be very like stark, or the bone would be stark. Either way. Are you gonna get the character for the flesh hounds? I don't even know if they can be used. Because I put them in a new recruit, and then new recruit was like, nah, no battle line, no corn battle line, and I'm like, not corn battle line, and I'm like, but maybe it was something where I didn't have like battle line units, because are berserkers considered battle line units? Because that was the minimum, berserker minimum. So, but is that even an issue? Because why would that Blood for the Blood guy be like, yo, you can do this? And then it's like, no, not really. Yeah, it says allied units, I go to it, and it says roster has one selections of too many corn non-battle line. Max 0. But why would you allow me to select it as an allied unit? Oh, I have a lot of fucking battle line units, though. Is that why? Because I'm adding it to a master list? Because, or sorry, like the list, but it says max 0. I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Honestly, I thought they were cool, and I want to paint them. And that's what we're about to do. Let's see. So we're going to need the airbrush for this. Yep. I learned a cool airbrush trick recently. Because, like... yeah, airbrushes, this video, homie was saying, he's like, one of the biggest problems, yeah, I wonder what that means, so I don't know, but yeah, the trick is basically, they're like, yeah, a lot of the problem really starts with, like, you getting dry paint on the tip, and then compounds there. So the best thing is to just keep the tip clean at all times. And so I've got like the cap separated there, like this. And so yeah, you can just kind of keep it really clean. And I've got like actually this here, this toothbrush, which I'll use and I'll dampen it. And you'll be happy to know that this is my paint cup. Do you remember my paint cup from before? Well, guess what I did today? Oh, I'm spilling water all over the place. Yes, I cleaned it. I cleaned the paint cup. It's basically back to being a normal cup. It's perfect. I mean, it was It was glazed. It's porcelain, I'm pretty sure. It's or ceramic, glazed in an oven. It's gonna take a lot more than acrylic paint to like mess it up permanently. So, especially when it has like a glaze on it. So, yeah, we'll just get this a little damp. Whoa, making a bigger mess. Stronger than I realized with the toothbrush. Yeah, I was just trying to see if I can get a little bit off of that. But yeah, you just, you know, when I'm painting. So, mahogany brown will probably be the best color. Yeah, mahogany. Because it's a red. It's got red in it, so... I didn't know there was a Fleshhound's character, though. This is the leader model, so they do have like a champion model, which is neat. So I like that. That sounds interesting. Let's see. I'm not gonna mess this up. I'm gonna do it right. Okay. Add in the water first. That's a lot of water though. I'm gonna spray some out. Hopefully the compressor doesn't pick up too much. If you do hear it, this name was something with K. Kara, right? I mean, you know what? Like, it's so weird. Like, Games Workshop hates demons, and they're just like somehow like it feels like they're being phased out of 40K, which is silly. You know, like I said earlier, I get that they skew a little bit like Sigmar, but I mean the warp is the warp, man. So yeah, it kind of makes me sad. I hope it's not really the case. I guess we'll kind of see like once the dust settles on 10th edition, but you know, you can obviously see from Games Workshop's current plans that like there's no like codex in the future, like in the near future. So yeah, I don't know. I worry about that with them. Oh shit, this thing's actually pretty dirty. I hope it'll be okay. Let's see, dupe. Equal dupes. You kind of figure out the consistency once you get going. I don't know if it comes out the end or if it isn't like bubbling and it goes on the model nicely. I'd say that's a victory. I also have no idea what PSI am. Can't really even hear the airbrush go. I use it. Curious when the Thousand Sons will get their own codex, or if it's just going to become armies of Siege. That would be interesting. I would, you know, that's a good call on it, but nah, I would say that they'd probably still say, you know, because that would mean that Death Guard would become, you know, army of Nurgle, you know, so, but I mean, that's the thing. Thousand Sons and Death Guard are more than just being, you know, army of Nurgle or army of Siege too. But I know that Games Workshop might not make it like that, but I mean, I've always kind of thought in like terms of the lore that, you know, that they're like still separate. You know, it's kind of more like this particular, like they were obviously very influenced by him, you know, kind of thing, but they don't, you know. Oh, see, I should probably wear a glove with this one. Not that it's bad, I just, you know, man. I guess my hands are already kind of dirty, but oh, whatever. We'll see. We'll see. I'm curious too. But I mean, there's so many, like, I really like learned to love a lot of things in Warhammer, which is weird in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but like things that I thought initially were stupid, I learned to love. You know, and that kind of like, you know, once I actually, I think, kind of more so learned what, like, what certain things were about and all that. So I think that's really kind of what did it for me in certain ways. So is that going to be enough though? I mean, I guess so. I hope so. It's a little watery, so we'll see. Maybe it's just not. You just gotta get a good coat on. And it's gotta dry. I know stuff like this goes on really light, and it dries dark. So there's a couple of factors here. So we'll see. It'll take a bit, or a minute or two with this. Oh, am I painting on screen? I hope so. I was just kind of in my own little world there, painting off screen. I know I was talking, but I know I made this sign specifically to paint. It's wet there, I'm not painting exactly there, so. I mean, I'd really like the capability of putting some demons in, them, without them not having an army rule. Yeah, that's cool too. I like, that's a good idea in consideration. Like, that's kind of silly. Like, you know, like, they're clearly part of it in a way, so that does make sense. Like, army of, you know, this guy. So. Oh yeah, definitely with the darker color in there, it's really kind of bringing out a lot more of the detail too. It's like, oh yeah, there is a bit more detail. Yeah, I think it was just a matter of coverage. So, once I kind of get them like more kind of, and it's very thin. Well, I guess it's good if it's thin, right? So, but it's really thin. Look at that. That's crazy. Like, look how dark it is there, but how thin it's going on there. It'll build up quick. That's the thing. If you don't want to make it like too like, even if it is thin, you can build it up pretty quickly, I find. If you don't go too crazy. Also, if you're air rushing, another thing that I learned, which was useful, is like, don't stop spraying. Like, don't just immediately stop. Like, you want it to like keep, like when you pull back and you're like spraying shit out. Oops. Yeah, I mean, obviously that was gonna happen. You don't want to just stop, just like I did there, because you want to just kind of like keep it spraying for a second. You know, it kind of makes sense, so that it's like, it's not like still paint just doesn't just stop abruptly on the end. You kind of like blow it off by default. It's just it's a good way to keep it clean without it building up. But the wet brush is goated too. So, because it's obviously it's gentle enough with the needle. So, yeah, this will take a bit. I'll keep using this until we get it down. I'll try and make it a little bit thicker next time, so this won't take as long. Because we're going to want to have to get good coverage where there isn't any primer, because there's some spots where they missed primer. So. Oop. Oh wow, I like that one. That one has like a big scar on its butt cheek. There we are. We're running dry now. Oh, I'm painting off screen? I am. I guess I'll just move it closer so that doesn't happen as much. And I'll aim it away from my legs. There we go. There. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So this is the new... Where's the new center? That's the new center? Makes sense. Oh. That's yep. All right then. Just dry it off really quick. Do some drying. It won't take long. It's important. It's important. So definitely should have put in the paint thicker. Yeah, the rest of that's probably going to dry by the time I get this paint loaded. So. Do I watch the Pour Hammer podcast? No. I've never seen it. What's it? I mean, is it about like use Warhammer and shit and rescuing stuff and or that kind of thing, or? Still a bit watery. Maybe I should put some flow improvement. That would probably help. Let's see. Where is that? That's primer. Dude. Is this the flow improver? Nope. That's black paint. There's the flow improver. There it is. There we go. That might be too much, but it'll certainly help it flow better. Get a better coat. Ooh, there's a cat hair in there. Oh god. Thanks, Ravi. He's right here. Nice. That's good. That's a lot better. Cool. Oh, I'll remember to do it on screen. Sorry. I'll have to check it out. Warhammer. It's a podcast that you watch. Do they actually do stuff on it? Or is it one that you can listen to? Probably both. Maybe. Oh, I didn't really let it dry on the other side, so before flipping it over and painting the front. But we definitely want brown. I mean, it's still red. I mean, there's still going to be a lot of red in the model anyways. But it's going to be, like, bony. Yeah. I hope I can pull it off. It's going to be an experiment. I honestly think I should have started darker. Oops. But I don't know. I don't think I have the patience to build things up that quickly either. So I guess we'll take that into consideration. So hopefully I can still manage to keep a lot of contrast. It's audio, but they just talk about random things. Warhammer? Ah. Oh. I'm going to clean this up so I can actually work there. I'm just being silly. Probably going to regret using this specific cloth for this, but yeah, let's do that. There we go. Nice and dry. Muhahaha. Cool. Much better. Oh, sorry, sir. Oh, sorry, sir. I hope that looks okay when it's not green. I think I'm on like a crazy PSI right now too, which probably isn't doing me any favors. There we go. Mahogany. It's nice and smooth too. Try and keep the red. See if I can manage to paint around the tongue or something. At least keep that red. You know, that'll probably still be red. I can't see why it would be a different color. Oh, got a little bit crazy with that, but at least it's going to be nice and smooth on the metal. I think. I hope. Oop. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, these will be rebased. Rebased. We still got a good amount left, yeah. So much spacing. I'll check the PSI after this one. We'll just make it the business. We'll get it to the business consistency instead of this thin stuff, because this is taking a lot of time. So yeah, we're like almost pretty cool. Just gotta dry these up quick. That's also like a really good part about airbrushes, is that they're really good for drying things because they blow air. But they also they can push pigment around too, so that's certainly something to take into consideration. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. I guess with this PSI we could probably get away with more paint than water. Oh, that might be too much water though for what we need now. See how it works out. We're gonna need to get more mahogany soon though. Such a great paint. Okay, that's gonna be quite coverage. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, that's a lot thicker. You can see. Yep. Cool. The business. But we'll also like blast through it way too quick too. You gotta like go full bore. Yep. Oh. Oh, I really love how that mahogany looks though once it's dried. And it's on there consistently though. That is, I think that was definitely the choice. I was having some second thoughts earlier, but no, I think that'll be great. Just gotta get on there good though. Is it drying up? Yeah, I think it's drying up. Yeah, it's definitely a little thick to the point where it's like having trouble coming out. But I also think that might be part and due to my airbrush needing to be cleaned as well. There's the balance. Oh, let's get that. Get in there. Get in those nooks. Get that demon butt. Nice. That'll be, I think that'll dry good. I hope. Oh, there's still so much red on this one. Oh, you're leaving? There you go, buddy. I stream me raging at Simpsons because of how oh. Is it really that hard? Simpsons hit and run is you mess it up, you're over kind of thing. Yeah. Oh. Somebody got auto banned on Twitch. Nice. Get fucked. That's what you get for trying to scam. Scammer. Oh shit. Oh shit. I should. Oh. Have you streamed? Do you stream? Have you? Yeah, I mean, older games are just like sometimes just super fucking hard too, right? For like no good reason other than just being old. I don't know, but it also is, you know, yeah. I'm 1 sec, I'm just stretching. Oof. I'm gonna look up a color wheel really quick, okay? Instead of just me imagining this in my head. I know mahogany is my starting point, at least. We'll try that. So. been muted. Oh man, I've just been talking. Oh, that's terrible. I was talking about the color wheel. Damn it. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I basically just decided that using an online color wheel just wasn't it either. So, and I still apparently don't understand. But I know what the complementary color to mahogany is now, or what some triadics are. But I feel like there was like a weird RGB picker, and it wasn't an actual color wheel that was like detailed. So I'm just dumb. It's probably that. One sec. I just needed to eat that very spicy pizza bite. Oh. Oh, I don't have the glove on anymore. Fuck the glove. Oh man, so much. It's always just like, did it just separate or something? Or is it just I can't get the consistency right? Yo! What the... Just in time to watch the poop brown painting. Oh yeah, you came just in time for the poop spray. How is it going? Yo, what's good? What's good? It's Sunday afternoon. We're poop spraying. What are you up to? Oh no, that might be too much water again. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Nope. Wait, is that? Just keep mixing it up. The worst part about taking the cap off, I guess, I mean, it certainly makes it a lot easier to clean, but you can't like back spray it to like mix the, yeah, because there's a needle sticking out. So that would be a bad idea. Yeah, there's a needle there. It's very small, but it's also very pointy. Just got back from a walk and now deleting your junk mailbox. Man, I like pulled something in my back the other day. So I didn't really get out this as much as I would have liked to this weekend. I might still do that though. It's still, actually no, it's pretty windy outside. Yeah. Shit. So. You know how like when you get older, I don't know if people can relate, but just like shit takes like way longer to heal. You like pull something and you're like, okay, I'll be good in like 2 weeks from now or something. So yeah, rip. Yeah, pulled something in my lower back and it's just hooping too hard. Not the nicest weather, yeah. I mean, the air's really fresh, though. I'll give it that, though. I was just cleaning and just had the windows open. Yeah, that definitely helps cycle the air in a hurry. It was nice. Though, now that Ravi's gone, I might want to let some air in here. Because I can just close the door. So, we'll miss you, Ravi. But you can get some fresh air in here. Which is kind of nice when you're airbrushing. Yeah. I mean, I've got an air purifier. And, you know, this is a pretty big open space. And this is only just acrylic paint. But it's not ideal. One sec. I charged my VR up today. But controller configuration I had to take a break. Because War Thunder controller configuration was just like, oh, I was stuck in a death spiral trying to set the axis of like everything on the joystick, and that's it's not ideal. It's not ideal. And then like trying to figure out stuff like the pitch and yaw sensitivity too. Oh. Yeah, when you're doing that in VR, that's like they don't really give you like really good ways to configure that, because you're always like starting off flying in that game. At least in like IL 2, it's not like that. Yup. Yup. And the body takes longer to heal. Getting old and geriatric and stuff. I was going to play Into the Radius this morning, but I got distracted by the proposition of flying in VR. Dude, I forget, man. In this particular account, like, I think I had, like, the standalone client, and then, you know, I forget where I left off. I was like, oh yeah, back into the Radius. So I'm at the spot where I just got a PPSH, and I just encounter like a whole bunch of fucking dudes with automatic weapons. And people are like, the game gets good, and I'm like, I just got my ass kicked. Well, that was the last time I played it, so, but I'll probably hop back into it. I'm really excited for the sequel. Oh shit. So. Yeah. Into the Radius. Dope. Dope. I'm playing it on hard right now, though. Been playing with mods, though, in this new playthrough. Yeah, I heard that there's actually a lot of really good mods for it. I haven't beaten it, so I'm like, okay, if I want to play with mods, I want to beat it. But I know there's, like, some, like, ones that do, like, that have some really cool, like, stuff with, like, loot distribution and kind of make it a bit more, like, you know, some different takes on it, so. It's a bit windy. It just knocked over some shit. But that fresh air, whew. A stalker type mod with scavenger. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, it's like stalker mod. Bit more kind of like, yeah. Yeah, it's sick aim. Sick aim. I definitely charged my VR. I think so. It should be fully charged. I just charged it. Yep. That's actually really cool. I like that. That would be a really, yeah, I like that idea. Yep, I like that idea a lot. What? It's like, where's my paintbrush that I was using? Yeah, you're not really using one. I haven't really played Gamma much more, admittedly. Oops. I was going hard on that Diablo. Yup. I did achieve my goal of getting to level 100, which was nice, so. Yup. Today right now calls for painting. Set, you can find everything in set of certain loot and set. Game is deep though. It takes a lot of grinding to get anywhere. Yeah, I told my friend about that. I've got a friend who's really into Stalker as well. I was just playing Diablo with him last night, and he was, yeah, he was super stoked. I was like, yeah, I got recommended Gamma, and he's like, oh, where are you in that? Are you just around like this place? I'm like, that place? And he's like, yeah, just the starting town. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got asked that question. It's like, yeah, just grind out in the starting area and just keep doing it and you'll be fine. I'm like, I got killed by a pig, dog. Oh, Just a little bit more mahogany, a little bit more base coat. We're almost there. I thought it wouldn't take as long. We hope this will work well. We gotta pick the colors next too, and we might need to mix them. Oh wow, that's real coming out of there. That's definitely gonna be mahogany now. For better or worse. Okay. It's funny because like mahogany is still definitely like very like blood. But we're not going. They're not going to be red. At least red in body color. Maybe red with blood. Oh yeah, this still got a lot of work to do under here, huh? It really blends together nicely though. Like the red and the brown. I mean, they're just so close anyways, I guess. So. Doop, doop, doop. But, we'll see. The Chat GPT inspired paint scheme. Thank you, Chat GPT. I told Chat GPT that I would send them a picture of the paint job once I was done. I wonder what Chat GPT will think. Will the AI judge me? Will it judge me? We shall only find out soon. Oh, that undercarriage is so red. We need to make it as dark as possible now, though, because they're basically never gonna. Basically, oh god. Oh, don't you just hate it when people say basically way too much? I don't know. I was watching this video today on like the lies of Hulk Hogan. He tells a lot of lies, and there was this interview with him on Arsenio Hall, and he said basically way too many times. And when I said basically, then I kind of threw up a little bit in the back of my mouth. Yep. Get that constructive criticisms? I know, right? I'm interested to see. Hell yeah. I am very interested to see what ChatGPT thinks. Soon I'll be painting with brush. Soon. That's when it'll all go downhill. At least then I can get the paint on quicker though. Seem to be having a lot of trouble with getting... Look how dark that is now. No. Man, I just look at this and I think like Ghostbusters. Like Zool. Are you the gatekeeper? Zool. Let's make sure I get everything out of here. It's definitely a good way to get dried paint on the needle of your airbrush.
Basically, brother. Hulkamania. Hulkamania's gonna paint corn for you.
That's so bad. I'm gonna, yeah. The lies of Hulk Hogan. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, why does Hulk Hogan lie? And it's like, you know, this is a great video, but the question, I can't believe that we actually have to ask that question. 3 minutes of playtime? Oh wow, we're definitely not done. There's so much under there. So much demon undercarriage that isn't mahogany. Oh no! Look at that. This guy's good. This guy's nice and mahogany. Yep. So, let's see here. Yeah, this one definitely needs more. And then this dude's pretty good too. Yeah. Mahogany test is passed. So, I think I missed the 3 minutes of playtime joke. I'm sorry. I'm only saying that because I didn't want you to think that I completely missed the joke or ignored what you said. So, but it's probably the fact that I forgot that what was being discussed. So, how much more of this do I have? I use so much of this. It's a great color. Look at that. It's magnificent. Oh. Soon. Well, this one isn't really a good example because it's still a bunch of red. So, we're not done. But soon. I guess I'll get this guy's tail a little bit. There's still a little bit of spot of red. I mean, I guess it's not so bad. Because, like, I was just thinking about it. There'll be still, like, bony tips. That's the best way I could describe that. So, like, maybe there'll be, like how the bone comes from the skin would be, like, red. Oh, Bonesaw McGraw?
Bonesaw is ready.
Oh no. Yeah. Bonesaw. Rip. Hey, Anky, hi. Paint stream, long time no stream, indeed. Indeed. Welcome. Hi. Thanks for joining us. We're still painting things mahogany. Paint plus here. Yeah, paint here. It was like a crosshair. But then I moved the camera because it was just like, it wasn't working out too well. So I should probably make like an arrow to like here or something. So, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even thin it out. Super high PSI. This paint will just fly out of here and probably clog up the thing. But it's going on good. It's definitely... Anybody want to guess what PSI it's on? I'll at least give you some guesses. Some ranges. Or at least some options. We'll get 4 options. 20 PSI... 25 PSI. Wait, that's not a good one. 30 PSI. 40 PSI. I don't know. I'm just gonna look. What is it on? 40? Holy smokes! Yeah, no wonder this is flying out of this cup. That's insane. This airbrush isn't getting clogged. We're done wasting our time base coating. We're on 40 PSI. We're done with it not being mahogany. Right? Oh, make sure we get right in there. This is I'm gonna have to clean this. Ugh. Airbrush cleaning is the worst. You think you've cleaned your airbrush? No. Go clean it again. It's like the same thing when people buy Dirty Down and they're like, it doesn't work. I made the same mistake. I bought like the moss stuff and I bought the verdigris and I was like, yeah, it's just not as good as like the red stuff or the other stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I thought it didn't work until, you know, Johnny pointed out that his yellow rust had a metal ball in it. And I'm like, hey, wait a second. Yeah, that's right. My red rust has a metal ball, but the other ones don't. And it's like, no, all of them have it. What? Yeah, so if you didn't shake it enough to move that metal ball, you just weren't shaking it enough. And it takes like 10 minutes. It's not even a joke. I thought people were exaggerating. A thinner through it, you can disassemble it, so it's pretty standard. Like, it's really just like there's, you know, once you know what's on the inside. But this one will disassemble quite a lot, so... but yeah, I just basically take it apart. And I've got like files and brushes and stuff that I'll just basically just kind of oops that I'll, you know, clean it out with. So, but yeah, you can kind of you can use thinner. That's if it's like really bad. But you know, I also have like a glycol based cleaner, which is like, you know, so that's definitely safer. That's good if you know, you want to like just cycle something through it and it keeps it like nice and you know, lubricated, but without like the harshness of like a thinner or like a solvent kind of thing. So, ooh. You've always wanted to try airbrushing? Like the thing about hobbies, like it's like or like this. I never like really wanted to airbrush, and like I do think airbrushing is cool, and I do enjoy it, and I love like the effects that it does, and yeah, I totally am down with it now. But like, there's like so many things that just like you didn't like. You thought, okay, I'll just get it and then do that. Oh ho ho. Oh, I'll just get an airbrush and airbrush it. I'll just, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just buy this and it'll just be that easy. It's like, little did you know, there's so many other variables at play. Like even knowing how to use one properly. There's a lot more to it than just, oh, you put paint in it? I mean, yes. Like, try it and see how long your airbrush works for, too, right? Yeah. But, airbrush, like, my first airbrush kit I got was off of Amazon. And it certainly serves the trick and was good. But the only downside to it is that they're a little bit trickier to clean when they're the cheaper ones. Because they don't really come apart here. Like if I take this apart, there's like a pressure fit like nozzle in there that I can also take out and file out. Like I can clean it super well, and you can't do that on the other ones. Oh, this is it's a little intense, huh? Okay, almost there. We're almost out of the mahogany hole. Let's see. Not actually painting anything. Just drying. Just drying. Airbrush is like, I didn't know you could do so much with them though. You can really do so many different things with them, even with miniature painting, you know? So, like I mean, obviously, yes, you use it to apply paint to the model, but there's so many different like techniques and different things that you can do with it. Even if you're not like good at like painting, you know, or being accurate with an airbrush, there's still like some really cool things that you can do with them that I've learned. Especially like if you really want to do like rim dark stuff. Like, yeah, the airbrushes are amazing for just applying like an even coat of something. So definitely you need the right safety gear, but yeah, using them to apply like enamel washes, like, cause like you think like enamel and you think, oh gosh, that's gonna be like really awful to deal with. Well, like enamel is actually like, in a lot of ways, if you use like varnish and stuff, it's so much more forgiving than acrylic paint, believe it or not. So, and like you can really do some cool stuff like with reduction in that. So, probably not going to do that with these things. I just want to paint these things, but I need to make them fully brown first because they're not going to be red. Yep. Maybe I'm going overboard with the base coat, but I feel like it's necessary to cover up the redness of what they were before. Just make a bunch of stencils back in the day and use spray paints. I used to do that too, man. Hell yeah. I used to make stencils, bro. Stencils were the way. I mean, I didn't really get like too crazy with it. I got a couple layers on the go, you know. Yeah. It's also a really easy way to make t-shirts and stuff too. Or, you know, stencil something. Cough, cough. I'm not even making that up, man. Yo. This is it's a little like hard. This music. Sick. Whew. My brain. Just give me a sec. Some of that stuff was sick. I wish I had remembered to like some of that stuff. We tried our best. Let's find another song and then do another song playlist. Let's listen to... Yeah, let's go with this. It'll be like the less, like... Probably won't... Oh, that's not... Nope. Here we go. We do, like, Nujabes radio. Yeah. I won't be like, oh, this is a little bit too much. There's never really too much. Maybe too little. You still do screen printing? I wish I've always wanted to learn how to do screen printing. So I've only ever done stencils. The screen printing seems to me like it'd be the smart evolution of stencils, because it's like can't really pull off a lot of stuff. Yeah, heavy is good though, but heavy is good because you can really kind of like channel some stuff. But over like a long period of time, no, that can be a little. It can be a bit much. So. Luckily, you know, this stuff, Rome wasn't built in a day, so you can always come back with that vibe. When I'm ready to apply the blood, then that's when, you know, we'll get into heavier stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no screen printing for me. But yeah, t-shirts with stencils? Yeah, that was fun. I like that. Good birthday gifts too. I don't even know anything about airbrushing, but yeah, sure. I mean, you know, yeah. I only know this, what you see here. I mean, I guess I've used like OSL and stuff, mostly just in the context of Warhammer painting minis. So painting stuff, I can be like, hey, this is probably what's going wrong, or hey, this is, yeah, but for paint, it's the hardest thing with airbrushing is definitely, because if you're using just, you know, paint, like you can use any paint, you can use any paint in an airbrush, but it's getting it to the right consistency where it'll work well enough and do what you're trying to do. Like, I'm still sitting here painting these things fucking mahogany, but like, luckily, we finally got it right, so, you know. Yep. Cool. I love how matte this mahogany is, though. Or it's almost like more of like a satin, I guess. Yeah. I wonder if I should put... I'm gonna put the varnish on them. That won't take long. I said that about the mahogany. I know I said that. How are we doing? Let's see. Gotta make sure you keep it clean. It's the most important part of airbrushing. Even though the inside of this cup is awful. It's crazy, you see like these dudes who are like amazing, like all these amazing like Spanish mini painters and stuff, and they've got like the dirtiest airbrush on the outside, but you look at their cups and stuff and all that, it's always like super clean. One guy even talked about it. He's like, yeah, no, this is always like, yeah, my airbrush might look dirty, but the most important part is that you keep it clean on the inside. So as long as you do that, you're good. But that's where getting one that costs a little bit more money can be definitely a bonus versus a cheap one, because like you know, you can take better care of one that is like You can disassemble more and is machined better. So, yeah. Are we almost done? Oh no, there's still some there. We'll do the last check. Could use a little bit more there. Oh. This, there. Okay, I think this guy's, the rest are good. So just a little bit on that angle there. And then, yeah, that looks good. That'll do. Maybe a little bit there if we're being serious. So, and then of course this guy. The boss one. I thought he was done. But you know, you always kind of miss things. Especially because like when things are shiny and when red kind of blends into brown, like a mahogany like that. Oof. Yeah, they definitely they look a lot better. Like I was worried that all the crack filling that I did earlier to make them look like somewhat less scary would gone bad, but it covered up pretty well, so it doesn't look rough as I thought. It got a little scary there. Soon. I'm still excited to paint these. I don't consider this painting them, strangely. As weird as that sounds. This is all prep still. Yo, what is this? The Alchemist. There we go. We'll be done soon enough. This is a terrible way to do it. It's gonna get it really dirty by just stopping it like that. You can already see there's paint on the tip. So I'll have to clean it in a sec. But it's just getting it on there. Cool. But yeah, airbrush is the way for smoothness. I still swear by priming my models with airbrush. It might take a little bit longer, and maybe it's not as durable as a rattle can, but it's so much smoother. Especially because you can, and yeah, you can just kind of blow it into places too. Not really, you know, a good idea when you're working with more than one color, but you know, it's kind of a bonus. One of those things. Oof. Do you use brush soap on dry brushes? Yeah. Yeah. But you gotta get them really dry again, I find. Like it takes a bit to kind of condition them back to how they were. What kind of dry brush do you have? Let's see. Is it like a Citadel one? Ooh, that needle's dirty. We're almost done here, though. I can feel it. I'm done checking Demon Butt. I'm done. Get it right in the jaw there. Actually, no, that's fine. Citadel? Yeah, Citadel is like, they've got like synthetic fiber. I mean, the other ones are synthetic. But I mean, I guess you could. It wouldn't hurt. But I mean, I'd be worried that like, due to how coarse those fibers are, that it might pull a little bit. But I mean, who cares? You know, I definitely want to try and get more like decent dry brushes. I did go the route of like just buying makeup brushes from the dollar store, and while they're great, yeah, I don't know, I kind of find the camel hair ones work a bit better, even though they're a bit coarser. So yeah, but I still have some decent makeup brush ones that might work, but I want some like really small ones, so really tiny ones, which I don't even think are for makeups. Makeups, plural makeup, because that's correct. Makeups. Okay, Yeah, that's so. I'd used brush soap on this. Oh no. So, but yeah, this one's a little bit big, but it works good. So, yep. All right, we're finally ready to actually paint. So that's cool. I can dig it. The idea is to work up to a bone. Bone. Let's see. I'm gonna think about it here for a sec. I'm looking at the paints. Looking at the paints. Where is a bone? I think red gray would be a good. Maybe. Yeah, red gray. Red gray. We'll see. That would be good to help transition. Maybe mix it a little bit, because mahogany's the base, and then I'll use mix mahogany with this to make low, or I don't know. I don't want to do too many layers because I'm not really that great at blending, and I don't want to get too crazy with it. But I mean, I do want to like at least try, you know. But where's the brightest color? Bone. No, this is dark ivory. We'll just leave this here. Where's the bone? This is the bone. So red, gray. What else? I think that's pretty, that looks normal. Like that looks like a good natural transition if you mix some of these together. Though this maybe looks too close to this. So, but I know that this actually dries, like, yeah, if you look at that them like this, even though it might be hard to tell, with the mahogany being still wet on the top. The red gray is definitely a lot darker than this, despite what it looks like. I'm shooting 11% from the 3 on 2K 5 versus 5. Damn, who do you think wants me? You know, maybe if you've got like a good contract or something, you know, maybe you could be more of like a contract, like a game piece than like an actual. Yeah, maybe we use this for like a highlight too. It's hard to tell with the color and the white balance, but yeah, it's time to get out the actual brushes and the actual paint. Not this. This hasn't. I mean, this is literally the same paint I'm going to use. Let me just make some room here. What's a good like handle for them? They're a bit like long. I need like a. I always use like paint bottles for my painting handles, even though. Will that painting handle work with that? Let's see, where did I put that thing? Is this... This'll work? This'll work? This was a... Oh, it will work. That's so cool. Neat. Painting handle. Painting handle should protect this thing for the most part, too. Yeah, that's what's cool about it. Oh. Did it hit? No, I don't think it hit. Painting handle for the win. Yo, that... Is that like a bassoon or something? Bro is going to town on the bassoon, man. I don't know if that's a bassoon. I'm just... He is arpeggiating the shit out of that bassoon. I don't know if that's the correct term, but... Swooning over here. LOL. I'm gonna need to get more of this paper soon. Though I did get some parchment paper. So, parchment paper just works a little differently than this stuff. So, but I'm like down to like 4 of these pieces of paper, and they definitely cost way too much money for what they are. So, I'll probably just have to get used to parchment paper. But I did make these last forever, but probably too long. Too long. Because they got really gross. I definitely think I need a new sponge someday. Because, yeah. Yeah, these sponges can get nasty. So, nasty. Let's see. We gotta get the cloth out. Just getting set up to actual paint. To actual paint. See if I can make the camera better though for this. Is this need to be able to see? I don't know if you need to be able to see the cloth, but I think it's kind of important, you know, so you can see how. Where's the center here? Is this the center? That's the center. Let's see. Probably gonna go wash my hands too. It looks real bad. It looks bad. So at the beginning of this stream, my hands were mostly clean with paint. I mean, I've been painting all day, but let's see. Did wear a glove, but then it wasn't cooperating. Wow, this is the worst paint to kind of. And I also made a giant glob. It's the center. That's the center. That's the new center. Wow. Okay, be right back. One sec. Posture check, water check, bladder check. Hello. Hello.
Bonesaw is ready.
I know it's chill, but like, could be alright. Let's see what kind of radio it'll give us. What the hell is the name of that song? Oh, yeah. I hope we don't get too much pop with this. I mean, pop's okay. Not, you know, you'll see what I mean. Sometimes pop and this genre is not. Oh, what do we got here? Let's look. I can see it. Oh, what? It's like it knew what my tastes were too. I see, and it took that into consideration. There's some goods. This is an interesting mix. You see, this is not what I would anticipate from making a radio of this song. This classic. This music video that used to terrify me. The best kind of music videos, though. When much music was a thing. When music videos introduced you to new music. That was like, you know, the best way, but you know, it was certainly a way that a lot of us were introduced to music. Certain types. Much Loud? Electric Circus? Okay, here we go. So I'll probably just like, we want a bigger brush. Number 2. I mostly just use number 2. Number 2. Let's see. We'll push this up a little. Red, gray. Some mahogany on there too. I'm not sure what. First, I'm just gonna try with more mahogany. I'm just gonna try mixing, see where we can get like reasonable mixing, not something crazy where it'll be like, okay, yeah, have fun never getting that combination again. Even though it's like, you know, you're just mixing 2 colors, you should be pretty easy to get back to it too. I'm thinking about it. Probably that's a little too light. Oh, we accidentally got some water in there. Gross. That's awful. That's not good. Most of that paint is going to be awful to use now. There was like a big water drop. Rip. Let's see. I guess we'll just try it. There's only one way to find out, and that's to try, right? So, let's see. Just try and here. Pretty much anything that's just up a raised spot. Yep. Raised spot. Oh, probably try and keep some of the pockets though. Just kind of put this over this. That we'll still get some of those bumps looking dark around the edges. Paint towards the light. You know, my only issue with using this brown, and it's not that I don't think it'll work, is how many layers of like transition you really kind of like would use. You know, because it's like I really don't want to like, I'm not going to make like 10 layers of transition, but especially I want to paint like 5 of them. So we'll let this dry. We'll let this arm dry. I'm just going to try this process out on the arm. Is the camera close enough to see, I wonder? Full focus mode activated. Here, I'm going to make it closer. I don't know. Hopefully this won't make it too hard for me to actually paint it either, though, because the camera does get in the way. Let's see. Gotta see how it dries, too. It's still pretty dark on there. It's still pretty dark. Let's try... Yeah, let's try the red gray. Let's just try that and see. Ooh, that's kind of a big glob. Don't want a big glob. Don't want that big glob. Oh, that's a bit of a step up. So I will need to like blend a little bit, but you know, it's possible. So
1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, I think this is really gonna be more towards what we wanted anyways. Now that I see how it's drying, yeah, just go with it. Just don't panic. Just breathe. Just paint. Oh, just got my finger in the palette. Oops, I just washed my hands too. Rip. Paintbrush POV? Yeah, that's what, yeah, paintbrush. Yeah, painting stream, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, you were here for Vashtor streams. That was a building stream. I hate building. I never do those kind of streams. I was just more so like, I haven't done this in a long time. But painting streams are more like the jam, so. Just gotta find my spot here. It's all about sitting right. Gotta paint the other way. Oops. Oh. Sorry. It's a weird angle. But you also have to paint in consideration for the camera, which is a little tricky. What is that? I feel like I've heard a lot of saxophone today. It's just one of those days, I guess. Just one of those days with a lot of saxophoning. As much as I love saxophone, you know. I'll just get quicker with it. I'll stop being so scaredy. I'm going for it. Oh, even though I'm painting in the wrong direction. Hope you can see. Hope stream can see. Even though it's kind of like at a spot that's not great. Oops. But I mean, I guess I could always just come back and darken up spots, so you know. Just come back and darken it up. Screw it. We'll just paint some cool spots. See if we can... Oh! Oops, the brush got caught. Let's see. Oh, it's drying up a bit too. There we go. That's what we came for. That's a happy little flesh hound. Oh, this is way better than the last one. Thank God. Oh God, that last song I really wanted to just be like, nope, Next playlist. Cancelled. And that last song, I think, was Mr. Wazo, too. Rip. I mean, not all songs are flat beat, let's be real. So, there we go. Oh. It's too much paint on the brush. Oh, wait. See how this works out. Probably just try and blend it a little bit there. Maybe. Just really want it to be kind of stark on the edge. So it's like, it looks bony. You know. This paint's a little thin though. Yeah, but that, like, you can see, like, that, it's almost kind of a bonus though. So we can just come back and build it up. Paint being really thin, even though at first it might kind of just be like, oh, as long as you don't have too much water in there, it can actually kind of be goated. Like, it'll actually work out better. Because you can build up more smoothness, so it just kind of worked out nicely there with how the water consistency worked out. That's a little like too smooth. A little too smooth. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you gotta be in the right space for some of them. But some of them are dope, though. Some of them are just dope. No. No. Ooh, look at that hip. Let's paint that demon hip. Ugh. Probably just, let's see, do a lot of stippling to try and blend it. I was just thinking. Probably still use a wash too, maybe. After this next step, because I want to use a wash to kind of like help unify these two layers. So I think that'll be cool. But we want to still keep like some of the good nooks. Some of the good demon nooks. Oh. Screw it, we'll just kind of dab it on. Oh, let's see. Isn't there like vocals to this song? Do a little bit of staple. I don't mind no vocals though, honestly. Oh, that might be, yeah, it is definitely Justice. Definitely Justice. Yeah, Phantom Part 2. Like OG, the OG Justice. I don't know. I say OG. It's the only like Justice that I really actually listen to. Let's be real. I'll be real. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and be a little bit more. Guess I'll just try and be a little bit more kind of like create a texture, I guess. Just gotta be steady enough. Hopefully the paint won't dry out by the time I get, you know, steady enough to do it. Oh, maybe painted that a bit too much. Okay. We're gonna paint a bit faster. I'll worry about blending later, I guess. Just gotta be careful, I think. Oh! I'll paint near his eyes again. We just kind of want to get around his eyes, I guess, yeah. So I'll probably make like his eyes like we'll paint that in and then we'll paint back over it kind of thing to kind of clean it up. So we'll want to do like something different in there, not brown. So there we go. Oh, hey, yeah. I was gonna say, I was trying to show or teach or tell Seraphim about a specific technique with painting big surfaces so that you could like get a nice smooth coat on it. And yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but I could show you so you could see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna do it now because I just did it with this side. I just kind of wasn't even thinking and I just did it. So yeah. The disco's violins. Yeah, those disco violins are dope though. They've got some good chunky sounds. Nice. So yeah, if you've got your paint to like a good, like this is pretty, you can kind of see on your nail when you test it. Like it's did I? Thought I heard somebody here. Weird. Anyways. Oops. Maybe a little bit more water there. I think I just had more water in my brush. But this is still kind of good. But definitely want it to be on the little bit of the thinner side. Get it good in your brush there. But like, yeah. And then just kind of just the sweep. Just like that. You just kind of... I know that was a little bit quick. But, you know, you just kind of just more like a broad motion instead of like doing like kind of picking at it, kind of more use like this the flat of your brush. I'm not really good at describing it. But yeah. So using more of the flat of your brush, you can kind of just really just kind of, and if you paint towards like the wet edge, you can really just be kind of seamless. So just make sure you kind of let things dry first. That's kind of, you don't want to get too impatient with it. And you know, there's always like lots of model to paint. So, because if you do kind of like start painting it while it's still drying, you'll definitely make like a texture. So definitely make a texture. Oop. Oh no! I painted in the nostril. Whatever. It'll be fine. So. Yeah. The side sweeping brush action is kind of goated for painting large surfaces. So. Yeah. Paint his butt now. Definitely don't want to like... Yeah, that's running out of paint. I'll probably just come back to that. Make sure I... in there. What is this? Something French. A lot of French electro. Oops. oops, this is a little rough. But I do kind of don't want it to be like a weird, like, solid transition there anyways, so whatever, it's fine. And I guess if we do a wash... Oh! Oh my gosh! I know what we're gonna do. Yeah. We're gonna get super grim with it. We're still keeping the same look. We're gonna do a little bit of grim darky business. I think I already said that, but I got this sick villainy ink. Dope name too. That sweet Kickstarter hobby ink. Let's see. Still got a lot more to go though. But I'll see how far I can get with this one. I won't basically try and batch paint them. Because I'll just try and remember what I did, right? It can't be that hard. That's why I was like, yeah, if we keep the steps simple and, you know, the transitions not as crazy, and I find like a good way to, like, you know, seamlessly blend them, that's not too much work. Though it would be fun to try, you know, a bit more like soft blending kind of stuff, but yeah. So but yeah, so basically what I just decided, instead of me just being like, is I'm gonna base coat these. So we're not even gonna be like too particular about it, because like I said, I was gonna unify it. French dudes yelling at you in the wreck. Nice. So I'm gonna unify it a bit, and I've got actually, where is it?
Where is it?
Let's see. Villain. No, that's the. They have such great names. This one is called Goon's Grime. Here we go. This is perf. But we'll have to varnish it. This is yeah. This is homemade. Like, or some dude made this. He got like a big machine for it. I helped with the paid for the Kickstarter. Then with mineral spirits. Uh-oh. And there's a warning label. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't worry. Precautions will be taken. We're fine. So, we're fine. I've got the necessary precautions. And I am not one of those people that wicks my brush in their mouth. I am not a brush licker. In fact, I think you can probably get a better point by using the crease of your hand and by using like a microfiber cloth and wicking it properly. I don't know. I don't think eating it is good. Especially, I mostly kind of, like, I did do it a lot initially, but it was really easy to drop that habit because I really like to paint really nasty looking things. If you've seen some of the grimmer kind of stuff, I have been kind of not painting as kind of grim as of late, so I'll be certainly interested to see. I'm kind of like thinking of like other ways that at this point in painting this model would be really cool to like jazz it up. So like I'm thinking like, and it won't take long to do it. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I'm still kind of sticking to that philosophy with painting it. If it's gonna take too long to do it, then no. I have that problem with painting things, minis, is that I'll kind of like turn them into like these massive projects and then lose interest in them. But, you know, there's still certainly opportunity to try new things and learn new things, you know, so yeah, I like that way better there, cleaning that up. Cool. That's kind of like once I was like, I gave myself the green light to be like, okay, I'm just gonna try and get a good base coat on it. Just like, yeah, okay. Instead of being careful, it's actually easier to paint around. Well, I mean, just, yeah. Let's see. Okay. And then, so, yeah, I think maybe like veins? I don't think veins would take a long time to do. I think that would be pretty tough. Like, not like tough to do, but like, that's tough. And then it would be really easy to kind of like layer over it. You start 50 minis and never finish one. Well, you know, you can always kind of go back and paint them. You know? So, that's a thing. Especially if you have really like uniform schemes. The only problem is that I like to try doing a lot of different things with the ones that I do, so I've got a lot of different golds for the same black and gold army, you know? So, oh, that looks good doing it like that. We still get a shadow there. Nice. You'll still get a shadow on them bumps. But yeah, you can always go back and paint them. I certainly did that a lot. I'd start like a whole bunch. But batch painting them is tough. It is really tough. Yeah. There's not too many squads that I've completed. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, there's not too many squads I've completed. Especially like, okay, I certainly have completed squads, but there's not too many squads that I've completed that I painted all at once uniformly. So, wow, this is oh, I bet you, I can't see what Spotify is, but it sounds like we're getting into experimental Waso. That would be my guess. I don't think the playlist strays. Oh, there's claps. Oh. I still wanna. Hope I can do this. Okay. Ah, no. Nice. That's cool. Oh. Oops. No, I didn't see. Oops. What I'm trying to do is like not fail miserably, but also yeah, I was trying to use like the model, and I was trying to make like straight lines so that they could kind of like look a bit more like tendons in a way. Kind of get like bonus tendons. I love this guy's pose though. I think he's breakdancing. Hoping to finish the skin. Magnus is the most time. Yeah. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that one, the sorcerer one. Yeah, it can be really kind of like tricky to keep motivation on that stuff. That's for sure. No question. Wonder what time it is. I still want to play video games today somewhat, I think. I'm still pretty hungry. Oof. But I want to get somewhere too. We gotta manage our time. What time is it? Shit. What time is it, George? Sorry. Nice. Thanks, homie. You're a real one. $352. Nice. Thank you. Thanks to both of you. You are both appreciated. Yeah, I told Aaron that I'd play Gray Zone with him. I just upgraded his rig. Oh! Yeah! Carpenter Brute? Oop, that's a weird angle. Yeah. We'll do a little bit of blending. It's only like minor stippling. Oh. Yeah, this is a big thigh. Want to make sure we get some in there. Some of that. Wait, that's okay. Get some paint on that thigh. Listen to yourself. Oh yeah. Definitely gonna do the spines white too, I think. White spines. Still need to get into Gray Zone? Yeah, you can't sell used models for retail. The only way a used model can sell for retail is if like Leonardo da Vinci painted it, man. I'm sorry. Unless it's like fully magnetized, that kind of thing, like immaculate, amazing paint job. Yeah. Unless it's still on the sprue. No. That's the only other way. Yeah, selling your models for retail, dude. Ugh. Yeah, Gray Zone is sick. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I can't wait to play it again. So. Yep. Definitely like... I'm not a big Tarkov person, but if something feels like Arma enough, I'm down. You know? So... And it has a better audio system than Arma 3. Arma 3 guns sound like peas. Pea shooters. I definitely like the environment and all that stuff. And the day and night in Arma 3 is dope. But, yeah. Arma 3 just somehow just didn't land that well. Oh, let's see if we can get these without getting into the... Alright. Classic. You go like this, you can go like that. Wait.
Check out my new weapon. Weapon of choice. Yeah.
Tone of my voice. Weapon of choice. Nice. I'm liking where this is going. Sick. Ready or not? I have Ready or Not. It's been a hot minute since I've played it. I definitely really liked the 1.0 release of it. Yeah, Ready or Not, sick. Even on Sprue, it's not worth retail. There's so many ways to get for discount. Oh, like you mean retail. Not like online friendly local game store retail. You mean like Games Workshop price. I can understand certain kits being rarer and selling for more. That's fair. That's fair, because some kits just are like FOMO kits, and those are like the only kits that have any business of actually costing more. So. Oh no, I was muted. Oh no. I don't know what the last thing I said was. I think I said something about the FOMO kits being the only ones being worth it. Like being worth costing more. But selling for things for retail is kind of bullshit. People selling old data cards, that's hilarious. Dude. I like it when people sell like old codexes for like $10. You know those dudes are the real ones, man. They know what's up. I've seen like even friendly local game stores sell old data cards for like dirt cheap. They're worthless. Even though still it should be like, yeah, this should be like 2 cents instead of like $2, but whatever. I hate Zach. He sells old codex for like $30. Dude, whatever you do, don't look at jerseys on Facebook. That stuff infuriates me, man. Oh my god. There's like people who make a living off of like buying NBA jerseys off of Deal Extreme and stuff like that, and Alibaba, and flipping them on Facebook and crap like that. Bro, it's messed up. I hate it. I hate this timeline. I know this because I've bought them, and then I'm like, I found out, and I'm like, this is awful. This is not right. Bro, I mean, I guess it's pretty much just capitalism. It's just kind of adding like yourself into the mix, kind of into the whole chain. You know, just because it's not like, you know. Yeah, I suppose it's legit. Anything capitalism goes. Because capitalism is poo. Poo. He scalps as much as he can find. People do that, man. Just to flip stuff and hustle and make money. You know? It's kind of rough for the rest of us. Because I'm just like, yo, why don't you just share the love, man? But hey, whatever. I sold... You're gonna hate me for this. I sold half of a Kill Team box for $80 without the terrain. But that was just like to cover the cost. So, I think it was $80. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But I definitely made profit on it. So, but it was the only way to get them at the time. I was like, I don't want this, but this appears to be in demand, and this is what it's worth on eBay. So, here's for it for a little bit less. Does that make me a bad person? No, hope not. This is that Void Scarred Corsairs. I asked them to send me a picture of when they had finished painting them. Because I really did want to get to painting them. But, you know, I was kind of like, yeah, somebody's looking for them and they want, you know, they're willing to pay. So... Do. I gotta get more flowers soon. Damn. Yeah, that's true. Consistently blocking other people out of it. That's just shady. I mean, you know, I get it. It's nothing worse than like what what corporations do to us on a daily basis, but yeah, still, we don't need to get it from like, our fellow person too, just because they gotta get theirs kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you're making it inaccessible by doing that. That's not cool. Yeah, you're part of the problem, kind of. Yep. Nice. I think we're almost done with the red-gray here. I'm kind of interested to see where this will go. So, I'm probably going to have to... I'm definitely probably going to use the satin. Because we want it to go into places. I think I'll probably do 2 washes, I think, to do the base. Because I think I want to do... Because obviously I don't think the red will help transition. Maybe it will. Maybe it will, and I'm just kind of thinking weird. But I was kind of thinking do a brown and then do that. The brown would create the shadows, and then the red would kind of make it look... Yeah. I don't know about the veins. I don't know about the veins. So... Yeah, true, right? It's already overpriced. It's rough. It's so overpriced. It's terrible. Honestly, someday it would be so cool to have a resin printer and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna print off whatever. But they're like not... If you don't have the space and ventilation for that, yep. Then you probably shouldn't. So I still feel even like the air filters that come with them aren't enough. So at least that's how I feel, or how I'd feel. Because I'm still pretty like sensitive to that stuff, so it's not really a risk that I want to take. I'll stick with FDM printers and inhaling plastic fumes that are unnoticeable. Oh. Speaking of which, I need to clean mine out still. Terrible. It's been sitting out of commission for like 2 weeks now. The giant warlord, or a nemesis titan, as we now know. Sitting. Oh, poop. Okay, yeah, maybe we will use that brown wash. I think it will kind of help. Just hope I can get it to the right consistency. Let's kind of tidy up some of these spots. So we at least kind of, at least help it along. We put our best foot forward when we try the washout. Ooh, poop. Oh. When in doubt, rub it out. I'm gonna be a little bit more careful with this. Oops. Never mind. Go. Ghost painting is a thing. Takes a little bit to get practice, but it's pretty much how I somehow try my best to paint nice lines. It's just like you like fake paint. You make a couple strokes, imaginary strokes, and then you commit. The hardest part is committing. Oh. Just want to trying to get a little bit more highlight on this spot. I really want the ridges to show up still, or at least show up more, because it's just like it's such a strong feature of this model. It would just be a shame, but he's already looking pretty mean. I like it. So yeah, pretty mean. The bone idea. Have you used the goated paint? Wazdaka red? No. Okay, I need to stretch. One sec here. Which, Dystopian Brown or Goon's Grime? Which is Goon's Grime and which is Dystopian Brown? I need to look at them. I forget. Let's see. Yeah, this is a little, yeah, let's look at the Dystopian Brown. Hope that isn't... Oh my gosh, this song? Nice. Speaking of Mr. Was, though. Oh my god. Yeah, let's use this one, but what the fuck happened? Oh my goodness. Is that normal? Is this plastic? Do you see what's happening here? I seem to have dropper dysfunction. These homemade paints, I need something to bust it up with. I have Wazdaka red, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere around here. It's good. It's nice and bright. Sorry, I'm just shaking up this enamel. I'm looking. Ashtorath red. Where's Wazdaka? No, that's Evil Sun Scarlet. Mephiston. I know I have like some kind of orc red in here. Mephiston. What? I thought I had Wazdaka red. I swear I have it. I'm still shaking the shit out of this thing, man. What's your favorite Citadel paint? That's a good question. I really like... There's so many good ones, actually. Like, as much as I'm like, hey, don't buy Citadel, they really do have, like, a lot of good paints, too. Like, everybody has good paints and bad paints kind of thing. Just, apparently, they don't know how to make white. So, I would probably say Iron Warriors is definitely there. I really like Rakarth Flesh. I know that's so weird like of a choice, but like, dude, those are such goated utility colors. Yeah, those are really I enjoy those ones. So I'm looking for something narrow enough to try and bust whatever the fuck this is up. Also, what is going on with this dropper? That's so bizarre. Will it drop? No, it's plugged up. Oh, all the paint is like, oh shit! Oh fuck! It just shot out like a little like, oh god, that was so gross. Was that on camera? Did you see the weird dropper turd? Did the dropper turd shoot out? It did. It landed on the pallet. I see it there. That little, like, this thing. Oh man, it shot out like a rocket, bro. Okay, okay. I need to put the varnish on it first, though. We'll do that super quick. We're satin. Need the airbrush again. We need varnish for this, and I'll probably move my palette out of the way. That's bad, actually. I should clean that up. Wonder if Cork will clean it. You caught it? Oh, oh, the brown stuff. Ew. Ew. Homemade paint. Oh wow, I still have brown paint in this thing. Holy cow. Word. Okay. Oh, I gotta clean this out really quick. Still got a lot of brown paint in here. Okay, I think I know. It's time. It's time. This is the time. If we're getting into the part where we're gonna do the grimdark and the weathering and the grime, I think it's time. I'm probably just gonna... I only planned on streaming until 4. I think I'm gonna go until 5. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not done yet. Oh no! He's been delayed anyways. Okay, cool. I mean, not cool. Because a fire happened at his work. That's rough. I mean, a plug caught fire. That's rough. Okay, we're changing lanes. Let's see what we get. Sure. Yes. Okay, everything's okay. He said everything okay. A plug at his work. He works at a hotel. He's manager at a hotel. Wow, there's so much brown stuff all over my desk now. Rip. Okay, let's move the palette for now. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. Not the best blending, but the wash will help us. It's supposed to be glossy. It's not going to be glossy in the final thing. I hate glossy models, but yeah. We just need it to be glossy. Or at least partially glossy, which is why I'm using satin. This is all part of the process. Okay. I like how I still kept the mouth red, though. That looks cool, that it's still red. It'll look really good though once I think we start getting. We just need a really nice varnish on it. Now that we've got these pretty good base coat or starting point.
Look at that beauty.
I probably don't even really need to get any there because it's all shadows, so. Just make sure I get a little bit more up here. Definitely want some on the spikes because I'll probably want to have like some shading. Ooh, maybe too much. You definitely want to like clean out the airbrush right away after using this stuff in it. Yeah. Not that this stuff's toxic, it's just, it's a varnish, it's a resin. It'll dry like a pain in the ass, so. But it's pretty easy to clean out, so. There are worse things. I'm not gonna use enamel through it, that's for sure. I'm just gonna apply the enamel by brush, so. The enamel wash. Just making sure we get a nice coat. Like I said, like in washes, enamel washes, you think like, hey, oh, that's really scary. Oh no, enamel washes. Oh no, nail polish, that kind of thing. No, it's really forgiving. It's way more forgiving than normal washes. Like if you were to put Agrax Earth shade on a normal, like unvarnished model, or something, or yeah, that's like way, or even varnished. Yeah, no, like it. Oh gosh, look at this. My spray pot. Maybe the filter. I need to check the filter or something. It shouldn't be bubbling out like that. I kind of wonder if there was like, yeah, whatever was in there is like maybe a little bit too much for the plastic filter that maybe not there anymore. I'm curious, but you know, here, let's just make sure I clean this out a little bit good. Let's see. Don't want to be that awful. There we go. Yeah, the glycol is nice. You really don't need to go to solvent right away, but you know, sometimes you just don't want to fuck around either. Or you just like, you know, you use something gross enough that it's like, yeah, okay, maybe this is a good idea to kind of go that way. I'll probably blast a little bit through too, but I don't know, not right now. We'll just clean it good later, which will take 2 hours. Yeah, that's another thing about that stuff. If it didn't take you forever to clean your airbrush, you probably didn't clean it well enough. Just, I don't know, maybe I just get them that dirty. Yeah, this'll do. Do I have any other better cups? I'm just trying to look for ones. These little Mr. Hobby cups are amazing. Do you have any fresh ones? Oh, that seems like a bit much, but I'm just worried about some of these reactivating when I put the enamel wash on it. It's sick. No, but we have these. I got like these little cups. Actually, no, wait. I'll use the cup itself. Probably, I've got droppers, so we'll just use the cups, because then you can kind of, things with lips are nice. Like so you can, like, you know, clean your brush off, so it's not have it excess stuff. So yeah, we got a nice coat of satin varnish on here. So we'll need a dropper, not just the dropper that shit out a giant brown log. We'll need one for the odorless thinner. Let's see. Just want to make sure I get one that isn't like sketchy. It's not, I mean, we're using odorless thinner in it, so. This stuff isn't too bad. This stuff isn't like super toxic, which is nice. So, I mean, it's not the friendliest product, but it's way better than like actual mineral spirits, which maybe they're one and the same. It definitely has a flammable warning. It's not the most dangerous thing that I own though for hobby products. That's for sure. We'll put some in there. Actually, no, that was a terrible idea. How am I gonna like know what the consistency is? One sec. I got a good idea. Just squeeze it all out. Suck it all back in. Nice. Save that for later. Cool. What are we? What's this? Oh, this is Archspire. I'm probably gonna use not these brushes. Not that you can use any brush. People are like, oh, you can only use certain brushes, or you don't want to use your good brushes. I mean, yes and no. You can use good brushes for certain things sometimes. Oh wow, this brush is fucked. I'll just shut up now. Oh god. This one needs the magic soap, which isn't not to be confused with normal brush soap. If I haven't told you about magic soap, you're not ready for magic soap. Let's just put it that way. I'm just kidding. Ooh, this one's got a big old chunky in it. Whatever, this'll do. We're only applying a wash. Well, I kind of want it to be a little bit. See if we can get it to be a little bit more play nice. Sorry, I'm trying to shape this brush to see how it's gonna play. Okay, cool. All right, that'll do. So yeah, I guess we're gonna use the one that was just pooped out everywhere, Dystopian Brown. But I do kind of want it to not be like. It's more of like a unifying wash in this, so I don't want it to be too much. So just really kind of light. We'll see. It should really. We'll see. I might need to make it stronger. I'm not really the best at this stuff, so we're just trying it out. Okay, let's try this out. And then we're gonna try the red. We're gonna do the red over it. Yeah, but we don't. Oh, this is too much in the brush. There we go. Oh, that's good. Let's see. That's a little bit too like rusty for me. I think we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it'll like blend a bit better when it dries too. Everything dries darker. That's like you might have like noticed that as of late, Seraphim, is painting with red. Isn't red such a wild color to paint with in a way? Because it's so bright when it goes on, but it's like it dries a lot darker than it is. It's just one of those things I find, especially with red. So.
You have one unheard message.
Blup.
What's this music about? I don't wanna
I'm just doing the dop. The dop. It's a little bit thin though still.
Bring back the fucking danger in the music.
Should probably make it a little bit thicker, honestly, if we are going to use it. So And I don't really have a whole lot of it. Yeah. Maybe that's too thin. Be nice for kind of tinting something, but no. We need it to be a little bit thicker. More. More. More! Even though it's a little bit... I'm gonna try something even more. Okay. Or even more different. I'm gonna try mixing the two. Okay, so we've got... Oops, sorry. We've got the black one. But I'll try mixing the dark brown with the lighter brown. Maybe we'll get like a mid-brown kind of thing. Maybe we do need more of that thinner after all. Just gotta put that in there. Let's see. Ooh. This one's plugged up too. The Goon's Grime is weaponized. Oh. Oh wow. Man's just happened. I'm kind of worried about looking at the end of that. Okay, it is. Oh, that's a little grody. Okay. I guess that's the point, right? It is called Goon's Grime. And then a little bit of dystopian brown. This is mixing the two of these, I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm kind of straying away from the initial philosophy. But whatever, fuck it. We gotta try different things sometimes. Still pretty... Oh. Do. It's a bit more toned down for sure. Hopefully that'll dry quick enough. Who caught fire? I just realized you said who caught fire. Funny. We'll bring it back. I know we're kind of bringing it down a little bit. It's not popping as much, but we'll bring it back with the same red. The same stuff. I hope I'm just not putting too much of this on here. Kind of getting greedy with the beautiful pigment, yes. This has to be between the Buried and me. It can't be anything else, is it? Maybe it isn't. That doesn't look like it between the Buried and me cover. Cover. That might be way too much. Okay. Try and pick up some of this so it'll dry quicker, I guess. But still try and leave some pigment in the right spots. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I need more on this side though. Definitely more of that tone. Here. Oh, get some there on the tail. Try and get some dops on the go. Some nice dops. Dops are really good for the free shading. If you learn to dop with the best of them, oh, it's too much fluid on the surface there. The proper dop. But we got some good dop in there on the scar. Might need a little bit more. Or here. Ooh, don't want too much. Just push and dupe. Push and dupe. Just kind of piling up that pigment right along the scar. So that'll look super, super cool. And then dupe some in there. This might take a little bit to dry. I'm not sure, actually. I need to think about that soon. And I should probably make some actual food. So, I feel like, yeah, it's kind of like, I need some actual food. We'll see what happens. I make no promises. Oh, goodness. It scared me. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see how this will work. We'll try and dry it with the airbrush. Oh, my butt's getting sore. I'm done sitting on this hard. Oh, I need way less PSI than that. I want a video game soon, though. It'll still look glossy when it dries, which is the tricky part about it. Because oh goodness, oh shit, that shot that empty cup way over. Yeah, it's still got that satin coat on it. Nice, that's looking good though. Smoothing things out. So, yeah, I know I went down a bunch of steps, but this is just to kind of help us get a little bit of definition, and then I'll just go right back with the same color. Oh, I hope I didn't mess that up. We'll kind of... I got some ideas anyways. They'll probably show up a bit more with the red anyways. A bit groovy there, huh? That organ, though. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, time for the other cup. Definitely want to make sure this one's nice and mixed up, though. Might call it after this step, though. I'm hungry. How long have I been streaming for, I wonder? Holy smokes. A good time. That was me groaning. I didn't burp. It kind of sounded like one. I hope it didn't. Oh, look at that red. Isn't that great? Because I used my airbrush to dry. That's what I was just doing there. I'm drying. I've been drying it in between. Oh. And also making the amount of paint you put on kind of determines how long it'll take to dry too. I know that seems like duh, but yeah. I kind of want it to be nice. I don't want it to be too thin. So, well, I want some of that nice red pigment and some good spots. Wretched? Nice. Wretched is so good. This looks like fun strawberry jam. Strawberry jam. Oh, it's kind of chunky too. Oh, maybe too much. Maybe way too. I need a smaller brush. I guess chunkier, smaller brush. This James Workshop brush. Yep, we'll use this. Just want to be a little bit more precise with it. Oops. Yeah. Gonna try and just stay in between here. I can clean up the edges, but I really kind of want to see. Want to make things look a little bit more hurt. Well, not hurt, but you know. Yeah. Maybe I need more. Yeah. More red. Nice. That actually looks sick. The red will look great over it. It's hard to see it. It's a very like subtle effect, but it's one that'll be built up. But I know the scheme. I believe in the scheme. So yeah, but this is definitely adding some warmth back into it. As weird as that sounds, like. So hard to see with the light. I don't know, the light, this doesn't do it justice. I'll take pictures later. Yeah. Oop. Oop. Put that in there like that. Yeah, this stuff also, as stark as it can look when it goes on, I was also just saying about red. Red doesn't, like, this stuff really kind of, like, is actually quite, by default, thin. Oh, that might be too much red there. Oops. Let's take some of it off. Here we go. Oh, that just made it look worse in a way. Oh, whatever. I'll be able to fix it when I clean it up with the base coat. Ooh, nice. That looks cool. The proper dopping. Dops can make the difference. Okay, let's see if we can get this scar. Good. Oh. Just want to make sure I don't hit the top of the scar. So I want it to be as like skin color as possible. Oh, need a little bit more in there. I mean, I could just clean it up, but that looks pretty sharp. Yeah. A little bit more there. It's kind of picking out spots for could be more red, huh? Hey! Please try to aim above paint bucket. It's fine now. Was. Aim above paint bucket. Oh, am I painting off stream? I'm sorry. Umo Tricle. My bad. If I wasn't painting on stream. I appreciate you for letting me know. Unlike some people. Cough, cough. I was real focused on painting. Ooh. Just gotta... There we go. Finger is a great tool for painting. Oh no! That's right. Ah, poo. We forgot about the scar. Well, I did. Can't say we. There we go. Well, I'll just have to kind of... It seems a little bit more sharp there. More sharp than I'd like, but I'll just have to tidy that up too. But I really like how the red wash works on that. And then I'll just bring it back with the red gray. So... Oh, maybe that's a little bit too much in there too. Oop. There we go. Finger is a powerful tool in the right situation. The wet finger. Nice. Those dops on the tail, that'll look great. Proper dopping. Like how it's drying already. And we can just see, yeah, like in some places where it's dried, you can see that it's not really as pronounced as it looks when you put it on initially. That's for sure. So you can really just kind of build it up with this stuff. As scary as it seems. But I'll be able to clean up the layers when I come back. Oop, took way too much there. Definitely want some good red in that crack there. No? Come on. There we go, yeah! That looks good. Nice. Free shading. Just the surface tension is your best friend in that case. You just come back in and just kind of tidy it up. And it'll look great. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, need a bit more red on this foot. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Probably let this dry. What time is it? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, look at that beauty. Let's get some down here too. Actually, so we get some tone under there. Let's see. Might be getting a little bit impatient there. Speaking of what you just said there, sir. Okay, let's see if we can dry this quick. I don't want to... The problem with trying to dry it now, especially where we have such deep shading in there, I don't want the pigment to move. So, that's... But I'll come back... We'll see. We'll see where it'll go. But yeah, that's definitely a really good start. I like where that's going. That's so cool. Definitely. I'll be sure to take pictures and post them because the camera. This is obviously way too washed out, and you know, yep. So Cool. Yeah. So I'm done. It's been a long stream. And the stool is very uncomfortable. So yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Those of you watching on Twitch, Boost World, YouTube, maybe. Yep. Oh. Peace out. Peace out. Be safe. Godspeed. Thank you. You're great. Oh wow, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Holy smokes.